Well, good morning. Here we are with another day of I'll be in the barn working on this firewall for this B2 because that high-rise intake on that F-150 motor is a little tall. So I got to cut some more of it out and then try to get the body set down. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out, lower her down again, see where we end up. All right, let's work. Alright, the gas pedal holder is the only thing holding that piece on right now too. Guess we'll find out. Yep. I can probably get to the gas pedal now and take it off. That's too funny. Just cut over just a little bit and take that whole piece right off there. Let the gas pedal drop down. Trying real hard not to change that wheel again. Pull the throttle cable out of the end of the gas pedal and take this whole piece out. Very nice. It's a wire zip tie. I think I can handle that. Maybe. There we go. You can see that this is the piece that holds the gas pedal on right here. I've cut part way through it, but I think I can just take that off now and I'll be able to weld that back together, or else use it for a template. Alright, let's try setting her down and see what happens. Looks like everything's gonna clear now except for right there at the top of that firewall. It's hitting the back of that plenum chamber. So I'm gonna have to cut that up even higher. Wow. So I'm believing that I ain't gonna have no heat in this thing. But I'll figure something out. I'll put a little fireplace on the floor or something. LOL. That was dumb. Alright, let me change my wheel on my grinder and we'll cut that off. Alright, let's try this again, see where we're at. Oop, broke the light. I think we finally got her, fellers. Finally got her. Yep. Everything's gonna fit now. I just gotta move a few things around to get those up on the body mounts. I gotta fix the body mounts so they'll be able to go in the holes. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jack it back up, put it back on blocks, get the floor cut out. Probably get my get the floor cut out, get the body mounts ready to go on there, and then figure out where we go from here. But we got the engine to fit. Good morning, welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. Today I'm gonna lift the motor and put a spacer underneath the motor mount on the driver's side, and I'm gonna put the exhaust manifold on the passenger side, and then I'm gonna set the body down, see where it's at, see what kind of lift I need. I don't think I'm gonna need more than a 1 or 2 inch lift on the body to clear the engine and to get a little bigger tires on. I got lots of room for tires right now. But anyway, we're gonna get that done. My buddy Kevin's gonna come over and see if he can't start wiring up the motor to get it started so that we can make sure it's gonna run again, because it ran before I tore everything apart. But I got a little carried away on the steering column, as you know, if you watched my previous videos, and tore it all apart. Don't know if a 95 has to have the key match the computer or not. I don't think so from what I was seeing, but just in case, he knows that kind of stuff. He's going to come over and look at it, and we're going to see if it'll get going, just so I'm not wasting my time putting this motor in and building everything around it, and then have them start over. Basically, it ran when I took it out of the F-150. So that's what we're going to do today, and it's going to be fun. So let's get to her. Let's get to her. Okay, you can see the shims I put in right here. Oh my Lord. These shims right here. The reason I put those in is because the oil pan was touching the crossover on this side of the motor. So I put those shims in, picked it up. I got like 3/4 of an inch now clearance in there. Kind of rocked the motor a little bit to the passenger side. Now it's sitting level just the way I wanted it. So I'm going to go ahead and tighten those back up, and then we'll get on the exhaust manifold. Okay, we're going to do a little cleanup. Let's see. 1, 2, 3 cylinders, and then one behind the rubber hose right there. So it is a 302. Ooh. Crash, bang, boom. I ran over my light and it doesn't like to stand up anymore. I don't know why I did that. My father-in-law wasn't with us on dialysis, we'd probably be down south somewhere right now. This project would never get done. Alright. Beautiful. Looks like I got some cleanup to do on my valve cover. But worry about that when we get this thing running. Probably change the valve cover gaskets and everything. Clean those up, paint them, make them look pretty. Anyway, that's done. Hoping my wife comes out now with the exhaust manifold. I can put that on, so I'll start cleaning up some without her. So when she comes out here and we get cleaned up, we'll put that on. Good morning and welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. Today is sometime in December, couple days away from Christmas, so December 23rd, and it's so nice out. I got the garage door open. I love it. I wish every winter was like this. Anyhow, what we're going to be working on today is I got steering gear from the junkyard. They didn't have one that mounted to the outside of the frame. I got one that mounts to the inside of the frame off an old Ford truck. It's straight down there. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a place for it to mount and figure out how I can also, I'm going to mount that radiator up on there. So that's a stock radiator with the 302, and I believe it's going to fit in there, and I'm going to make it fit in there. So first thing I'm going to do is figure out how to mount that power steering pump, the power steering gear, the steering gear, because when I mount it on there, the pitman arm is going to be low enough that I won't have to get an extended pitman arm like I would with the other steering gear. So that's what we're going to do this morning. Alright, this is what I finally decided to do. I've been holding on to this piece of metal right here for about 6 or 7 years now. Two of them that looked exactly alike. I just cut some edges off of it here. It's pretty thick. It's about 1/2 inch thick. I trimmed it down. I'm going to slide it right in here on the frame. And it's the right spot if I can get it back in there the way I had it. There we go. I got a couple holes over here. I can push it over to this side right here, which I'll do right now. I'm going to tack that side first so that it'll stay over there. And then putting that in there to attach the mount that I made for the power steering pump, or excuse me, gear, the steering gear, which you can see down there on the floor. I'm gonna get this tacked on, hold that up there, tack it, see how everything looks. If I like it, I'll leave it and weld it on. If I don't like it, I'll take it back off and see what I got going on. So anyhow, let me get started here. Cleaned up everything around it except for some place to put the ground clamp on. I think I see a spot I can use. Alright. Yeah, let's try that. Alright. These ain't the glasses I want, but they'll do. I'll just have to be like 2 inches from where I'm at so I can see, because they are really magnified. Ugh. Well, that's tacked solid. Now let's see if I can get it where I want it. Alright, I got her tacked in there. Tack it on the bottom a little bit. Alright. Let's pull this steering gear up here and see if where I like it at. Ugh. It's not light. I don't think I like it at all. Don't think I like it at all. Back to the drawing board. Alright, good morning and welcome to another day of I'll Be in the Barn. I'm standing half in and half out right now because it is freaking gorgeous out here. And let me check my hair. My wife says I need a haircut and shave my beard since Christmas is over. Anyhow, I told her she had to wait till the lion season was over, and if I were to shave before the lion season was over and then they lost everything, I would blame it on her for making me shave. It's kind of like a hockey thing. Anyhow, I finally figured out where I wanted to put my darn steering gear for this Bronco 2 project, and I got it tacked in there. I know I've been I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that, and I cut the camera off and then I go on and do about a bazillion things and then I come back and say there. But you know, I had to figure it out. I don't want to look completely stupid. You know, I can see my hair right now. I probably look pretty dumb already, but you know, I'm trying to figure these things out and I want to make it so that everything works right. And I don't want everybody else to make the same mistakes I did, because it'd probably take up 20-30 hours of YouTube just for the mistakes I make. Anyhow, I'll show you where I got it mounted, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do next. Alright, so I ended up mounting it on the side of the frame like it's supposed to be, if I can find it down there somewhere. Oh, that's that big old ugly thing right there. Okay, so we got it right here. It's mounted a little bit of an angle, so when this steering rod comes out, the steering column, the rod that connects to it comes out, it's going to be a perfect fit. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in and finish taking out the old Bronco steering column holder. Excuse me, Bronco 2. I hate getting in trouble for saying things about a Bronco when I'm working on a Bronco 2. Alright, so I'm going to get this steering column holder right here pulled out. Huh. Yeah, if I can figure out how to turn my light on. Probably if I plug it in, it'll work good. I saw the line. There we are. Okay, so now right here's the column. Looks like some 10mm bolts hold it on there. I'm going to get that taken off. I'm going to try and use this huge one here that was on the F-150 and see what we can do with that. I'm probably going to have to cut it down a little bit. And if I cut it down too short, I'll just take it back together, and you know, or I'll MIG it, because I can aluminum MIG now. I like that. Even though it is cast, it's a pain in the ass. A pain in the butt. Bleep, bleep. Alright, so I'm going to go find me a 10mm socket, and get my little impact and pop that steering gear out of there. And then I'm going to be able to do this for about 10 minutes. Then I got to take my father-in-law to dialysis, because on the holidays the Commission on Aging doesn't run, which I don't blame them. If school ain't in, they're not in. If I got any Makita reps out there, or somebody knows what I should do, I just bought this probably 4 or 5 months ago. I don't know if I registered it for warranty, but my darn things don't stay in it no more. They fall out, which is kind of sucks, because of my old Makita I don't have that problem, but it's not near as powerful as this one. So anywho, let's see if I can get in the way of the camera and take these off. Oh, I like it. Whoop. Oops. Using the tripod for a hand rest doesn't work too well. I'm really trying to stay out of the way here. Let me see where I'm going first. Whoop. Should pull this out of the way until I get that out of there. Should be a smart idea. Ugh. Man, that's a heavy steering column. Off a little bit, get in the way here. Oh cow. So thanks for watching. Till next time when I'll be in the barn.